BlackRock launches Digital Liquidity Fund BUIDL on Avalanche via Securitize. In this video, first we are going to talk about this piece of news, which I think it's so positive for Avalanche and also for the whole crypto market. And I'm going to tell you why I believe this will help AVAX's bull run case in this cycle a lot. And then we are going to check out the live chart and see what is going on there. And I think we are now seeing some extremely bullish structures in the short term on Avalanche. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones. And I was really surprised about people not paying a lot of attention to this important news about Avalanche. Even when you search it on YouTube, you don't see a whole lot of videos about it. And I think I saw maybe 2 relative videos. So I decided, you know what, maybe it's time for me to cover this article, which I think is so bullish for AVAX. And I fully believe that this not only benefits Avalanche, but also promotes blockchain as a very viable solution for asset management and liquidity in the financial sector. And if you are wondering why BlackRock chose Avalanche over other big blockchain players, well, there are, in my opinion, 3 very important reasons. Number 1 is definitely going to be lower transaction fees, because relative to the other big blockchains, AVAX actually offers significantly lower fees compared to those. And the second reason I think is definitely going to be high speed. And as I'm sure a lot of you know it, transactions on the Avalanche network are actually finalized within a fraction of a second, and it makes it, in my opinion, very ideal for institutional grade projects. And reason number 3, which I think is so important, is EVM compatibility and allowing developers to very easily port their projects from Ethereum to Avalanche. These are the real advantages of AVAX over some other big blockchain players. And I think in the future, you are just going to see more and more big news for Avalanche like this, which will ultimately cause price appreciation for AVAX's token. Also, I fully believe that this will attract just more and more adoption, not only for Avalanche, but also for the whole crypto market. So overall, in my opinion, this is an extremely bullish news for AVAX, and it will definitely help the bull run case in this cycle. Now, the question is, do we have the right structures also on the live chart in the short to midterm? And the answer is 1000% yes. And also in here, I'm actually now seeing some very strong signs that suggest soon we are going to get big moves on the upside. Now, before we talk about the short-term price action, let me tell you what is happening in the long term. And if you are a new viewer, I should tell you, these lines are based on Helios waves. And if you want to argue, for example, we are going to have our final bottom somewhere around this area, maybe this is like a very important support, then okay, you need to be able to find off of the lowest low. As you can see, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up. This specific example is a normal 5 wave. The rules for it are, we shouldn't have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of impulsive structure, wave 3 right in here should not be the smallest wave, and for subwaves, we're gonna have 5 wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5, and for wave 2 and 4, we can have different scenarios, but let's say maybe like a WXY into wave 2, and then ABC into wave 4, understood? Okay, let's go on the live chart and see, do we have something similar or not? And the answer is absolutely yes. What do we have in this bull run back in 2021? An extremely clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up with all the subwaves, and followed by that to about the lowest low in this region around $8.5. I think we are having a very solid correction down, probably in form of an ABC zigzag. And on a higher degree, this is an extremely bullish setup. We can say, look, this is wave 1, correction for wave 2, and according to this scenario, the next move is going to be a huge one on the upside into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and I believe that we can expect this wave 3 right in here to happen in this cycle. Now, let's go on daily time frame and see what is going on in the midterm in here. Also in this area, we are bullish. Why is that? Because of the same deal. We are having 5 up into wave 1 off of the lowest low, which is a very important sign that suggests the bottom is in, and also we are extremely bullish, and followed by that. This is probably an ABC in form of a flat structure into wave 2, and after our correction is over, or maybe it's over already, and I think now we can say it with a bit more confidence that it's actually over. We're going to get a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5 in order to complete the subwaves for this larger degree wave 3 right in here. And in this move up, I'm thinking we are going to at least set an all-time high and take the highest high all the way up here around $150. But I think we may not stop there. No, I think we're going to go quite a bit more higher than that. So long term, extremely bullish. Midterm, we are looking fantastic. What about the short term? Well, I'm here to tell you also we are looking wonderful because of the price action that we got in the last couple of days. Let's zoom in more and see what is happening. So if we remember, the last time that we talked about AVAX, we were somewhere around these areas, and I was telling you, look, I think probably now it's time to be very much bullish with a lot more confidence in Avalanche. Why was that? Because we said we can consider a 5 wave up to about this point into a wave 1, and followed by that a correction for wave 2. And the reason that I was bullish in here and I was saying, look, we're gonna get a big move up soon, was because in here we had, if I just go on H1 time frame and do this, there we go, a very strong move on the upside, which is a very important characteristic of an impulsive structure. And followed by that, in here we had a correction down, and I was telling you in the previous video, look, we can consider a series of 1-2s. Maybe this is going to be a 1 correction for wave 2, and then we're going to get big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, and followed by that in this area we can also have another 1 or 2 to about here, and we're going to get soon a big move up into wave 3 and 4 and 5, which is going to be on a higher degree into this wave 3 right in here. So what happened, as you can see, we did finally get our big move on the upside, and I want to be very clear, I am not right 100% of the times. No, I'm just trying to get it right 6 out of 10 times. This just happened to be one of those times that I was right. So I would highly suggest to just do your own research and do not really count on me a whole lot, because again, I'm telling you, I'm going to get it wrong at least 4 times. So, you shouldn't really expect a lot of right calls from me. But again, this just happened to be one of those times that I was right. Now, do we have some other bullish signs in here? The answer is absolutely yes. Let's go back on our own chart. There we go. We talked about this thing so many times, and I was telling you, look, the ultimate bullish sign in Avalanche's price chart is going to be if we get a solid break of this strong resistance area, which is from weekly and daily time frame at the same time between, let's say, $29 to about $36. Now, why is this so important? Well, first, because it's from weekly and daily time frame at the same time, so it does actually have quite a bit of validity. And second, above it, we're not actually having a whole lot of strong resistances. That's why I was telling you, look, if we get a break of this thing, the road on the upside will be much more clear, and at that point we can be quite bullish with a lot more confidence. And I think right now we are actually on the verge of confirming the break of this strong area. What we need to see is just some more consolidation patterns above here, and then another move up in order to take this high right in here. At that point, we can safely say, hey, this resistance is broken. And again, because above it, we're not having a whole lot of strong resistances, I'm going to argue that our move up from these areas most likely is actually going to accelerate quite a lot, and you are going to see soon some serious fireworks in Avalanche coming in. So what's the conclusion here? Well, in terms of fundamentals, especially because of the recent news, we are now more bullish than ever on Avalanche, and I fully believe this is a fantastic project, and it will be in the future a much bigger player than it already is now. And in terms of technical analysis, recently we went above this very important region, which was holding us back for quite some time. And I think soon we are going to see some more huge moves on the upside in Avalanche, and there's a very high chance that this move up is going to accelerate quite a lot. So overall, we are looking fantastic, and I fully believe that in the cycle we are going to at least set an all-time high and take the highest high all the way up here around 150, and we're going to go most likely quite a bit more higher than that. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Avalanche's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.